Okay. Hey, real quick. Okay, practice guides. Okay, we're gonna do the first half today. We're doing the second half tomorrow. Test is tentatively on Wednesday. We'll kind of see what we need to do for review. Okay, now, big thing about this. Okay, you can see it's gonna be exactly 8 questions. Now, I have not handed you the map yet. Okay, the map will come tomorrow. Okay, on the test day, you will get a map. It will be a different map. Okay, I'm warning you, I'm pre-warning you right up front. It will not be the exact same map we've done before. It'll be a new map and I'll have a new scale. You still have to do the exact same work. It's because I don't want people just memorizing the answers that we've done previously. I want to see if you actually know how to do it yourself. It will have scales and I will give you numbers and all that good stuff. Does that make sense? Yeah, we'll still use it. So we'll look at that on Wednesday. I'll kind of show you examples of what I can pick. Okay, test. Golf test on Wednesday. We're doing practice guide today. So, okay. All right, does everyone have the first page? Our goal today is to go 1 through 4. That's it. That's all I want to do. Once we're done with 4, you guys have time to work in your homework. Now, the homework, if you haven't turned in your 6 cities map problem that was due on Friday, maybe you're gone. They're on the back wall. We did that. You need to use a map and measure. The other homework that we had on Friday, we had a book assignment. It was 1 through 10 on page 133. So if you were not here on Friday last week, we had page 133. All that stuff will be in the grade book this week, so you can make fixes and all that good stuff you need to. And I'm going to hand back a bunch of papers tomorrow, so you can ask questions and whatnot. That's why I'm not sure if I'm going to have the test Wednesday. It's kind of like tentatively set for Wednesday. Okay? So, maybe one of those days like Wednesday might be a work day, because it's only half an hour.
No, yes.
Okay. All right. Let's walk through this. If you need a calculator, I would go grab one right now. You might need one. You'll want one. All right. Let's walk through some stuff here together. Trust me, if you have not been here for these sections, like you've been gone, you've been absent, you've been sick, it is your responsibility to figure this out and get it done. And get all that homework turned in. We haven't had too many book assignments this quarter. I think we've had 2. And they're going to be in the grade book probably tonight when you check it. Okay, it's this past one with the cities maps, and then a previous one which is like a page 140 something. So you need to be kind of on the ball. Okay, today, here's your base price for your car. What you're going to do, you're going to add in each of these to your total. And you have to add in the transportation and handling into it, because they have a transportation delivery fee to whatever dealership you have. That's all you have to do. I want to see the sticker price with all that put on there. No taxes or anything. That's the easiest first problem. If you get the first one wrong, it's because you're not paying attention. You deserve to get it wrong. All you have to do is add them up. So you have to add them with the $22,000 base price. Okay, can somebody tell me the number here in a second? Just wait, give some people a chance, don't just blurt it out yet. I'm gonna give some people a chance to actually type it in, see if they're getting the same answer as everyone else. Okay, whatever answer you get, put it in a little box or circle it wherever you have. Did everyone get a chance to type it in? Okay, we'll wait. I want to give everyone an equal opportunity to get it by themselves without just hearing somebody else say it. Again, you're just adding up all these things. So you got luggage rack, you have remote start, fog lights, CD, MP3, which is the most standard thing anymore. Power locks, and transportation and handling. Okay. All right, what do we get? Boom. 23,967. I'll agree with that. That's what I have to do.
You're supposed to add the 22,000.
Yep. You have to add it up to your total. Yeah, hey, it doesn't, I don't mind if you added up all those parts separately and then you add it to the base price, but you gotta find your final total. Okay, that's what I want. Does that make sense? Okay, we did that in the very first section. If you think back to like a week ago, we added up base prices. I said this section was very short. I think it was like last Tuesday. We talked about, adding up parts. There it is. Okay, can I move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard no. Alright, moving on. Problem number 2. Now comes the hard part. 2 is worth a lot of points. We did a lot of work on this, and this is outside the textbook. This is one of those days that you had to be here in class to get this figured out. Okay, the formula that we're doing, this is really close to like the last one we just did. You're doing an interest, you're doing a term, and we have to figure out monthly payments. So here's how this works. The formula you're going to have, and you're going to need this, I will have it on the board. It might be actually on this front board that you guys are working on your test, either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which day the test is tentatively. I think I have set for Wednesday, but I might make Wednesday a work day where you can just kind of work on stuff. The amount of interest is equal to the principal times your rate times time. This is the formula we use to calculate simple interest loans through a bank. Okay, because you're borrowing amount of money for a car and you're trying to find monthly payments through the bank. So the principal is what the base price of the car is. It's at $23,195. You're going to multiply that by the rate. The interest rate is 0.045 because you have to move the decimal over 2 spots. Always 2. So if it's a 7%, you move it over 2.07. And then you multiply by the years. And yes, it has to be in terms of years for the term. Okay, I could say 5 years, I could say 4 years, I could say 3. Typically, car loans don't go past 6, so I won't go past 6 for you guys. So it'll be some small number. But you have to multiply these together. That'll be your first step. Bless you. Now, what you're going to find here, okay? So, what you're going to find here is the amount of interest that's added to your car. This is just interest. So I'm going to give everybody a chance. Type it in your calculator. Multiply those 3 numbers together right now. So 23,195. Don't blurt out the answer. Let's let everyone get a chance to type this in.
Yeah, that was a solve.
Okay. This is going to be a lot. It's going to be a bigger number than you think. And this is the extra fee that you're getting charged by the bank to take out this loan. This is pretty typical if you don't have very good credit. Now, it's not good credit, but it's the typical number. Like 4.5 is kind of what default websites use. So they're like, oh, you could be pre-approved for this amount of car loan, and this is your monthly payment, because they probably use 4.5%. Because that's kind of in the middle. Good percents are like 2 to 3. Bad percents are like 7 to 8. Young kids usually have the bad ones because they just don't know you yet. Did you ever get a chance to multiply these? What do we get?
You get 6,262.65.
Yeah, that's an expensive loan. Now, what this number that you're getting, this is the extra money that gets added into your car. That's the fee that you're taking to get that car now today. That's added to the total price of your car. That's not good. I mean, that's a third or a fourth of the car. I would not want to take that loan. That'd be a loan that I would say, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I would turn them down like, hey, I'm not going to buy that car at 4.5%. You better find me a different bank. Because your car company will actually use different banks to give you better rates. You better ask for a different bank, and they better go search it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this 62.65, you're going to add it in to your total base price of that car, whatever you're buying the car at. Yeah, this is not good. That's a very big number when you're adding $6,000 to the top of that car, just because the loan's adding it. And that wasn't a 7% loan, that's a 4% loan. I'll give everyone a chance to add that up. Don't blur out the answer or anything like that. You have to add it up. Again, this problem is probably worth a ton of points, just because of the level of difficulty that you have to do. You have to calculate that first, add it back in. Everyone get a chance to add it? What do we get? $457.65. That's one expensive car. Now what you have to do is figure out your monthly payment. That's what you're paying total for that car over 6 years. It's not a $23,000 car, it's a $29,000 car. Now to figure out your monthly payments, you have to figure out how many months are in 6 years and divide by it. My shortcut for you, whatever number of years you have, you divide by that number of years, divide by 12 months. That's just the shortcut that I use. So you're gonna divide by how many years it is. So for us, we're dividing by 6, because we went 6 years, and then after that's done, divide by 12. Some people just know, oh, there's 72 months, divide by 72. That's just a shortcut.
Can you also do like 12 times the number?
Yeah, and divide by yeah. So you're gonna divide by how many months that is. And I wanna know, what is your monthly payment going to be on that car? Yeah. Or if you just wanna do one shortcut, divide by 72 months. 72 months is 6 years. What do we get?
4,913.
Okay. There's your final price.
Part at the beginning.
409.13. That's all the numbers I want to see on test day. This, if there's any problem you should get right, it better be this one, because this is the most practical to you guys. That if you're actually taking a car loan, that's the real life numbers that they're going to throw at you. I know the first one's stupid, like, right, you're buying options, fine, the book had it. I just had to throw it in there because it's something that you need to know. But this is more realistic to what you have to deal with every day if you're going to take a loan for something. This is how they calculate it. This could be a loan for a car, it could be a loan for an appliance you're gonna buy. It's all the same. As long as you're not using a credit card, you're just buying it with a loan, it's the same thing. Simple interest loans. People sometimes take loans like that to pay off other bills that they have. You know, they have a medical bill, they'll take out a small loan to pay it off. That's the same thing you're gonna be doing. You just have to figure out what the interest is, how many years you wanna pay it off. They typically won't go past 6 years from whatever you have. I've seen a couple car companies that will go past that, but I'm not gonna give you one of those. I'm gonna give you a simple one, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, it'll be something simple. Now, how that will change you, that will change this number right here, how many years it will be, and if the interest changes. And when you finally divide, you have to divide by how many years it was. So maybe it's 5 years, divide by 5, divide by 12, or 60 months. Questions, comments about problem number 2? If I was adding that up, I'd say that problem's worth about 6 points. 2 points to figure out what your interest is, you know, like the total that you're paying. 2 points to figure out the final total. 2 points to figure out what your monthly payment is. So 6 points total. That's how I add up in my head. That's not a problem you want to skip on test day. That's probably worth the most, probably on the first page. Questions at all? All right, let's go to the next one. Problem number 3. We only got 2 more problems left, and then you guys can work on whatever you need to. Especially if you have late work, or you're missing stuff, or you're not quite sure how to do certain homework problems that are due tomorrow. All right, next problem, number 3. All right, problem number 3. You're going to buy that car for the first time, but you're going to trade in your old one. Maybe you just got some old car that you've been driving for a while, and they're giving you a rebate on top of it. Okay, so here's the idea. Take your final price of the car that you're going to purchase. You're going to subtract the trade-in value of the car, is that the car that you're trading in will give them some money back, so they'll take off, you know, whatever the car is worth, whatever they can sell it for. Again, this number, the trade-in value, will be a small number compared to probably what it's really worth, because they have to be thinking about that they have to sell it. So they have to guarantee that they can get money out of it, so they're gonna undercut you a little bit. And then you gotta subtract the rebate. Sometimes it's gonna be cashback rebates. I think Toyota right now is offering $1,500 back on any Toyota. So if you wanna go buy a new one, you get $1,500 back. I was looking at them yesterday. Okay, once you find that, that's your answer. It's easy. Subtract the trade-in, subtract the rebates.
Straight pipe and put a stack on.
I can see that.
I always wanted to see that.
I'm not even gonna give you the final answer, you guys can figure it out on your own. It's easy, like that problem, same with number 1, should be a very simple problem to figure out. Subtract the trade-ins, subtract the rebates.
No, I want a Prius like a straight pipe and put a stack.
That's probably one of the other ones.
Okay, we good?
I'm gonna go to a junkyard and buy a wrecked Prius, and I'm gonna put a stack on it.
All right.
And train bases.
So, let's go to the last one here, number 4. Okay, this is my last problem of the day. This one is finding what they call the deferred price of a car. We did this a couple times, we had some homework based on this. Okay, the deferred price of the car is what you place down on a down payment, added to all your monthly payments for how many months you're paying it off. This is actually figuring out what like the real cost of what your car payment was. Okay, then you can figure out what your actual interest was paid for the car. So what you do is you do this. Multiply what your down payment is by how many months you paid that down payment. So if it's a $70 $70 monthly payment, multiply by the 48 months you paid it off, right? So for 48 months you paid $70 a month. So you multiply those together. Whatever that is, you add to the down payment you put on day one. Now the example I think we used in class is like Mr. Dyer put so much down in his truck that he just recently bought. So you add that to your monthly payments, and this will actually tell you what they call the deferred price. It's the real price what you're paying for that car. Okay, so if we multiply 70 times 48. So multiply that, that's a $3,300 car-ish, and you're gonna add in the $99. What do we get? Okay, so this is the real cost of what that car actually cost us. Okay, that's with the monthly payments and the down payment. That's what they call the deferred price. That's different than what the cash price of the car was, because there was interest added into the car because you took out a loan for it. So to figure out, so that's your deferred price. That's part number one. You just found it. So you just found what the actual price is using your monthly payments and your down payment. But now the second question was, what was the interest that you paid extra? So here's what you do. Take your $34.59, whatever that price was that you just found, and subtract the original agreement price to your car. Like, what did you agree to pay for it? I agreed to pay $31.97. So if you actually subtract those, this will be your interest that you paid the bank. The extra cash just to buy that car today, get it now. So you have to subtract them. It's not gonna be a lot, $200 maybe, $300.
Yeah.
There you go. It's not very much. Okay, does that make sense, what you're doing? That's it for today. Okay, I want to keep it small. So if you want to practice a couple of these, you want to make a couple new ones, just make sure you know how to do it. That's a good thing. Homework tomorrow. That's due. I don't even have it up there right now. I probably should write that up there because we had this on Friday. It was page 133. Page 133, it was 1 through 10.
Oh, I did not start.
Exercises A. So if you were not here Friday, this is the new assignment. I think website, I have it back up and running. It wasn't working for a while. It was not showing videos. It's finally working again. Videos are there. So you can go back and watch videos of the previous stuff we've done. Question? Yes.
Are we taking our animal science test today?
I don't know. I thought it was on.
And the guy was trying to explain why
It's hard. I don't know what Bob wants to do.
he's like, you don't even know what you stay out of it. Like, he's not
No, you probably forgot about it.
Honestly, probably did.
Because I don't want him to like.
You want to do this test today?
Right?
Do it. You want to do it?
So Matt's gonna say one word. Put him in the chair and say test today.
Yeah.
Over nothing. You don't even do
I
it.
was sitting back there and I said something. I had to take a drunk cow home. That's what I said. Matt, come here. Sit right here, Matt. Come on. Sit over here. Come here, Matt.
Did you say a drunk? Yeah.
Because we're talking about the cow is malnourished. It starts like falling over. So take a drunk girl home. So take a drunk cow home.
Take a drunk cat home.
What?
And then I asked if that's when the term cow tipping comes in. And the dog goes, no, that's tippy cow.
Can't go back in there.
That brings back memories.
I would not do that.
No way, I'm not.
What page is it?
133,
133, 133.
It's really easy.
The big tanker shot.
She's coming over.
You have me.
16 plus whatever you just found.
What?
You're mentioning operator.
I forgot you.
Oh,
He was rushing.
we'll go.
He was rushing.
Coming over. I get back. To get operator.
Me too. I'm coming over. They dropped me off there. I'll warm us up some. You need a key to get in.
Oh, yeah.
31.
Chase, yesterday. Yesterday, wait, were you playing with us yesterday?
Rainbow?
No.
Oh, I heard you carried.
Well, yeah, it was me,
But it's getting boss.
yeah. And
Bucks.
so we played the first game.
Bucks, like-
I get 11 kills, and we win. I was like, and then the only other person who killed was Buck with 2. Right before that game, Fred's like, no, whenever we win, I don't get 0 kills. And then I completely fucking 11
But that's in duels. There's never been one game where it's
There's
any game that we
been
won.
one game ever where I finished with 0 kills.
Yeah, I got 10 kills and he had 0. And then he took like 12
I was a bullet sponge.
Everybody can
Not yet.
at least 11 times, really.
Probably
I should probably change
I
my
know,
voice, but I'm
I'm
just
sure I
too
was
lazy to
down
do
at
it.
the end of the game.
Yeah. I
I
knocked him out after
I was definitely down at the end of the game.
I killed the last too. I'm like, I'll let you kill my sister.
I get it. At least we didn't die.
Cheated in archery.
Right.
How?
He took the words right out of my mouth.
Who chooses archery?
I was
How? How'd she cheat?
Cheated.
Did she beat Fred?
she got like 68. And then me and Jonas combined the score. We were,
I swear to God.
was 70
Okay. Oi.
for 2 rounds. I was doing good, and then at the end, I was like, didn't really try and just quit.
How much did she count? Did she count?
Mr. Ward, may I first?
Time for a 3, 2, 1.
0. Blast off. Spread.
No, Brandon took all second.
Yeah, and then when it was
He
in,
got 21
when it was in the East West competition, we chose
East, West. East, West. Who's East side?
we
Fred.
and we had 10 points for 5 arrows. I guess this is good.
Fred, you.
What is
Time.
607
Ready?
For what?
Great.
You just have to say something.
Oh, I have to.
It's not time.
What are you doing
How did you get?
in this wall?
Going to kill you with me.
Good.
Oh, you killed him.
But I just control the food is actually. I
You
mean,
go watch Sydney or something?
no, where was from? I want the food.
Good job, Alex.
I didn't make sure that $4 was like that. I did a point there at the end.
I'll build it.
I think the 476 plus 105, right? When my time back.
$4.
This is why you didn't get.
Yeah, cool present for him.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
For the 105,
I'm
my
paying for
time
it.
back.
Here you go, Brandon.
I'm paying for the crowd.
Here, I'll speed ice.
4 at $17.
That's a nice name.
I'm gonna take it down to 1.05 tax.
Yeah.
Add in your weight.
Yeah.
English. I wish I could put papers doing 159.
Encyclopedia.
I really do like that.
Yeah.
I may, I had to use 25 minutes, but people were laughing at me, and I couldn't speak.
Asking one,
So it kind of,
pulling back the lake.
How many Xannies?
Who do you buy? Who do you buy?
it was the English because I was
First
watching.
round. I need something.
It's
I
got
need
mad at me,
these
so I have to
First round.
stop.
I can do it.
So I
That's
think
mine,
when
Winnebago.
there's a whole process.
What'd you say?
Yeah, that's it.
Me and Lot's 43 at Winnebago. Anything rich.
I mean, I'm mad. I was like, oh,
What's your name?
And I, in the classroom,
Oh, you're not wrong.
then I get
What's
to
your
know
paper
the
about?
classroom and-
Fourth in college, anyone
That's the only thing that I
Can you
know.
feel
can get this. It causes you what I do. That's what
Why didn't you?
it's called.
Why didn't you?
I know, I did the
That's
same.
like way
I
too
got
much.
a spare left.
Hey, do you have floors? Do you have heat today?
Yeah, did you just Carolyn?
Floors.
Oh man, that's not.
Floors.
No, I didn't.
No, not Friday,
What?
not this
I had
Friday.
one right there too.
Who says my name?
Brody, did she cheat?
What did you say?
Yeah. You walk in there and stuck them all in her.
There's gonna be difficult.
I've seen.
Guess it's better than white.
I'm sorry.
Feeling out.
You scared me for a second.
So what is on
I was really focused in the camera. I was like, what? My ankle
Dig it
hurts.
when you
That's
find
what's
on the floor and walk.
Hey, we did that the other day.
Alternators,
Friday.
Oh, no, my mom.
You do it after
long
lunch, I
time
gotta get work off.
No, my computer like legit does not turn on. I'm like, maybe my computer doesn't work like right in the middle of class after we started.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we'll do it like that. It's like every other day, or every couple days. Go to the bathroom. Yes. He'll set his timer on his phone. Like, you got 2 minutes, but he'll be like, so you set an alarm for 2 minutes? I cannot set an alarm for 2 minutes. He's like, watch now. You gotta say, like, set a timer. Like, set an alarm for 2 minutes. I cannot set an alarm. The best is,
Why are you like, I was doing this one. Why am I doing 6 right now?
I was sitting here.
so your keyboard's up here.
This is facing me. This is all towards him. Because,
I
Matt,
just, like,
stop playing games. Go to the computer. I'm doing like this. He's like, Matt, shut your computer. You're playing games, aren't you?
No, no, like legit, everybody plays the little thing in paper.
That's the whole class.
The whole class.
We worked up about
He gets so pissed. He's like, I'm gonna start Xing you guys out.
And again, I'm sorry, it's out.
And then
I'm gonna give you
I have
one.
14
And you're like,
kills.
write down the
Matt.
URL. You can't write them down, right?
Matt, what's your record for kills?
Can you believe me? It's all
I was like 13.
I beat you by one.
Yeah, 13.
You
I got 15 or 16 on it.
And what?
she cheated.
I played by so you know the ledge on the stands? I was stepping back the
Yeah, 10 minutes to stay in the line. At least 13 minutes.
Hey, Matt, until the next
23
time.
minutes.
Is that all?
Yeah, he shows us on the
He's
board
doing
every
it,
day.
right?
Of course he does.
So Don's there.
Oh, wait, he shows me those
He's 45 minutes.
Done revised.
Yeah, nice.
I can't do it.
Yeah, nice class.
The yellow one?
If you're asking for prices
It's
for
1990.
You just don't tell them.
Just a word.
no, they can check
And now
it.
another question I had.
Hey, who's
So
our
at
actions for
Seven, what is 7 odds?
John
7
Reed.
days?
Before you just
Just key it.
Four tires. That's just the size of the tires. Just four tires. It's $5.
Yeah. Like cars.
I'll give you $10 for key it. Like, really key it. You have to give me key it.
Tax per tire.
I would do that to anyone.
So I got that.
Once you have that, you do your normal tax. Then your labor, they just tell you what you're charging per tire. That's kind of nice.
Is that where it was?
I don't care.
Stop lying.
I mean, it's happening.
That's why.
I like that.
That's why it's fun
You
too.
stop picking on me.
I do, but
Oh.
it's funny 'cause it's
Yeah,
Just give me a touch, buddy.
you know he'll get like.
Yeah, no, but-
like, what?
Another thumbs up.
Are you excited about it?
If we
I want to see kind of what it's going to be like.
Gotta make them
like,
Out.
Yeah, I can see it. Trash.
What do you do?
Falling,
Oh, really?
warming up, and
Why is your dad?
It was great.
and it popping.
Because they'd always pick me.
Do we know how long you're out?
I'm gonna go on now.
Okay. Just let us know when Frank pays.
It's what messed up the whole
Yeah, everybody
board.
else.
Let Frank's story for doing.
Steaks?
So,
Oh, yeah, he's.
He said,
let Frank
I know, he was talking to me, yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. My sister, we went to Parsons after that. My sister came to my house.
Oh, some got all his work done like a week.
Came to my house yesterday.
And then,
She took all my raw noodles and I went in my room.
the lady said he wouldn't be able to do it. So he texted me,
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't.
And her bed wasn't even touched. It was my,
I got it all done.
my sister.
what's the good team?
Oh, yeah, he wanted to end the A spot. He's still at home making tread.
I've never around this. No, it really does. Like, I told her that was for me this year. Like, you know how to do that. She was just there. Yeah. She's using my bed for that stuff. So I literally used my bed and set it up in the first room. And my
I
mom
would've
gave me
gone.
Yeah.
Not when I say, like, because I had my son on the smoke side of students on my today. But Eddie said he was conveying, like, his house.
I mean,
So when I was like six, I spent, I got home,
You don't
told me
remember?
to go back. Spent the trip, but I didn't go back.
Oh, I still think you basketball.
No, you know, my face.
No.
And there's a
Yeah.
yeah, you come around the greenhouse, do some, and then do cement, and then jump into some.
No, I was.
Really hard and it's hard. Like you can do some back and then at each other. Again, and then you go start stacking, and then you come back around, you have to your mommy.
just eat it up.
Yeah,
He's like, oh man,
He clearly drank his blood. Oh my.
Oh, that would have been funny if he just destroyed his snowmobile. It's like close to or something. Getting the concrete. Oh dude, I'm excited for ice fishing.
Oh, so funny.
If I buy that van, that thing's gonna be converted into an ice fishing chain. I doubt he's gonna sell it to me though, and I'm kind of pissed off.
Did you not
He
see
just
that?
wanted you guys to pay his
I don't have Casey on
name.
Snapchat.
I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Not in a while.
I don't think he will. I
Yeah, we should probably.
Outside.
Still sitting in the same spot, spinning for like the last one. It's all on.
Wait, so they don't have a. Boy.
I'd throw a clear coat on that, honestly, just leave it. I said I would throw a clear coat on
Oh, it's like they're gonna add it.
After like everything. It's like 70 hours long. Yeah. You can have.
I thought my dad took some out. Like, did you guys see this on my car again? I lost my phone one day, and I wired the wires off the side of it, and then when I was ready, I was like, "Oh, can you call my phone?" And I was like, "I can't." Well, what I could, I probably don't it. But okay. I also have your phone. You know what Piper is telling me that I'm really purpose to drink. You do it like the first thing you
No, like South Park. Like, you know that. Yeah, that one. He's like, it's ghost, this is ectoplasm.
No, don't be stupid.
And then the one where like he's tested for cancer, it's like he after 2 days he goes out to November or something like that. He
my God.
eat the farm.
Quack, quack.
On the road. Say ED.
For some reason. I was kissing him yesterday. Okay, so I let him kiss me, and then he kissed me, and then he did.
Jeez, now what the hell did you
He made an actual rabbit. He was kissing my finger, and then he was asking, Fred,
What's up?
can we get a new series? I hate sitting in the front of the room so
Nope.
much.
Nope,
Like,
you have to be there.
you have to say bye all like, I literally have to say bye quoting some, the little cues
Nope. That's our seating arrangement for the next one.
and Parker Burke is in there. And then behind me is Jacob Burris. And Ben Burris.
Told me you were gonna make me something.
Home invasion. Home invasion.
Brody, you're gonna do a home invasion on Friday? That's crazy. Well, I guess you do know that.
Yeah, now I know you would.
Yeah, he won the court.
I got guns, I'll probably shoot you.
I got you.
Probably doubt it.
He's got an elephant gun. I think Dubs wins.
The elephant gun doesn't, it's not here though.
He's got
Yes.
He is.
Like one shot.
Dude, them things, they're like this long. Yeah.
It's like in Battlefield 1, the tank hunter rounds. It's basically that, but you shoot an elephant. I would.
I should probably give a rest without cards.
Then we got a bunch of 50 caliber.
Oh, like 2 years ago, right, like 2 years ago, I went muzzle it or something. I definitely shot a fucking deer. And I don't think, like, it didn't bleed or anything. It just took off. No blood trail, we couldn't find it.
Then you probably didn't shoot it.
No, I hit it up higher, so it's like the blood didn't come out right away.
I got it.
Yeah, she said that you were purposely trying to use her against me.
Yeah, we should have I hit it up here.
Definitely not. It's surgery. No, like when she was saying, like when you told me she was saying that, I was like, definitely not, but all right. Definitely not, because I don't want to have surgery. I'm gonna go to Mr. Haig. I can't focus in the front of the room.
Nope.
Even if I get
No,
like,
you deserve that spot.
what?
You were talking a lot, so you get the front row.
But I get everything done.
Nope. You get the front row.
Sign seats is not my thing. I just want to shoot
All
myself.
They have your notes out. We're gonna have notes.
Wait, you saw our
Yep, self-signature.
I said over here.
Yeah.
Give me Kylie. Kylie, are you in basketball? No. Are you in basketball? Excuse me. But you were like odds last year.
We're bad.
Did you start? Is everybody playing freshman?
Everyone.
Who isn't? Who is?
Dude, we're Shrek.
Oh, and Shelby is.
Shelby Griman, right?
What are you talking about? What?
Quit. I forgot. I was talking about Quit last.
Did you put it?
Probably good.
Oh, I sit back here.
Are you on the JJB team or just JV?
Not my fault.
Oh my god.
Man, how's it going?
No, I really thought.
Also,
Because I gotta see you.
Well, that's true.
Like
I
when you
mean,
had it out there, I was like, you count it, like you're gonna get caught. And then you just put it in your pocket, I'm like, where's
Mine, you didn't tell me. Does it for you? Does she usually do it for you? Oh yeah, that's how I know.
I remember.
That was Kevin.
Yeah.
That was Kevin.
No, literally, we had an escape route.
I heard that was Kimberly.
Where'd you guys have that?
No, literally, okay, so you know, we had a transport.
I heard you guys had a great time. Boy. No. Oh, shoot. I had to punch you up when you take these.
Okay. Alright, take a seat. You gotta have your notes out, please. Have your notes.